Let's Play Together is my latest ACEO series based on not much more than my recent desire to play around with my art. I have been drawing and painting, but today we're going to do something different. Mostly, I've been focusing on abstracts in my personal work, so I dipped out of the ACEO community for a good few weeks, even though I had some success with it. I'm not wanting to do the abstract with my ACEOs just yet, so for this one I just wanted to play around a little bit. I realized I haven't done anything with florals or gouache or anything of that sort, so that's what I'm doing here. Breaking up the page a little bit with some Posca pen so it's not so intimidating, and it makes it a little bit easier to start my painting. At the end of this you won't even be able to see where I started out, but that's okay. At the very least, it gives me something other than a blank page to stare at, and at this point in the painting I didn't even know that I wanted to use gouache or anything like that. Putting an obligatory apology for how my voice sounds, I don't often do voiceovers or recordings or anything like that in such a long form, simply because it's not in my comfort zone, but we're trying something new with this painting. I'm going to speed this part up a little bit as it's gotten a little bit long. Doing recording with such a long form gets away from me. I always forget that I'm recording whenever I am, so... Starting with blocking in some of the flower shapes, I didn't look up any references or anything of the sort. I just really wanted to let my mind go wherever it needed to. Wherever the brush was leading me was just fine with me. It wasn't until about here where I started to feel confident in what I was doing. I haven't done florals in a very long time. I used to when I was in high school, but it really has been years. And trying to fill in all the space seemed like such a daunting task in my mind, but once I really got into it, it was hard to stop. Around the time I was starting to fill in these larger red flowers with my gouache, I realized that I wanted to play around with the texture of the painting, trying to layer it on thickly. Years ago I was gifted this Arteza, I think is how it's pronounced, set of 60 gouache paints. They include these really pretty metallic colors. I use these as the base for the purple flowers, as well as inside the pink ones. The red scarlet metallic paint that I have didn't show up very well on the larger flowers, but that's okay. It was nice to put in just a little bit of shine when you hold it from a certain angle. It's like it's hiding a special little secret. Typically I rely on line art within my work, so just a plain painting wasn't doing much for me. Adding that violet line work really changed the whole vibe for me, and I really loved it. Here I'm cutting it up to start working on the ACEO part of it. Now I did do this part pretty fast as I ran out of time for my first recording, but I cut them all up to the standard 3.5 by 2.5 inches. I decided after this to just outline them in black to give them a nice little frame of reference. I did like them to be a little bit neater in that way. I did my initials on the front with a bit of a metallic pen. It doesn't show up very nicely, but I wanted it to complement the metallic paints that I had inside. It's really beautiful from a certain angle. As I went through these, I decided how I wanted them to be oriented and where to put my signature, one by one. They're not all in order from how they were on the page, but you can still piece them together like that. Also, apologies for the framing issues I have throughout these videos. I am going to get better as I do it more. It's just not something I'm really used to. My crafting desk is quite a bit of a mess, so it's hard to get a good enough angle. I don't have the best tripod, but it works pretty well for what I've got. I just need to focus more on it. Here they are after a good coat of sealer. I don't have any specific for gouache, but I'm planning on getting some. I decided my flowers were missing something, and I found these half pearls that seemed to suit quite well. These clips were very long, so I cut out most of them. Essentially, I'm using E6000 and gluing the pearl to the center of the pink flowers, just for a little extra sparkle. all of the completed ACEOs, and I'm pretty happy with how they are. It was fun to put them back together after cutting them apart because they didn't fit in the way I expected them to. Overall, they were quite beautiful and I was happy with how they turned out. Here's each of them in a close-up. I really like how they are good as standalone pieces and together to make a full picture. The Let's Play Together series will be available on my eBay at Toxic Trouts starting on March 26th at 7 p.m. They will be up for auction until they're sold, and I hope they find some good homes. Thank you for watching if you have, and supporting my new long-form journey, which will hopefully only get better with time. And make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more. Bye!